So one day my mom's leaving for work, and she tells us that there is a Jellyrow in the refrigerator, and that it better be in that refrigerator when she gets back. And so she gets back from work and she opens the fridge, and guess what? There's no Jellyrow in there. I don't know what happened. It was the only thing in there. It was just one Jellyrow in a fridge with nothing else in there left with 3 hungry kids. I'm not sure what happened, Mom, but she is not happy about it. So she calls out all 3 of us kids, my brother, who's bigger than me and black, my sister, who is bigger than me and black, and me, who is little, white. She lines us up in a line to interrogate us. I think she felt like she was going to bring in a secret witness to identify one of us. She didn't. And all of us, and so she lines us up, looks us in the eye. Who ate the Jellyrow? And nobody, everyone just stays silent. Nobody says a thing. So she paces back and forth, eyeing us, getting more upset. Like, all right, we're just gonna be silent about who ate the Jellyrow? Well, then you guys are gonna be grounded for the rest of the day. How about that? Everyone still remained silent. Said, all right, let's make it grounded for 2 days. And then my brother rose his hand. Said, it's a Jellyrow. I was like, what the? What's that? Did I hear that correctly? I ate the Jellyrow. My brother confessed to eating the Jellyrow. Now I didn't want to let my brother take credit for eating a Jellyrow that he did not eat. So I said, Dwayne's a liar, I ate the Jellyrow. Which really upset my mom, because she then said, look, all I wanted was a little honesty. None of you kids would have been punished if you would have just been honest with me. But you couldn't do it. So she went to my brother. She said, you falsely confessed to eating a Jellyrow you didn't eat. And then she went to my sister and she said, you said nothing, but I think you know something. And then she came to me, she said, all you had to do was come forward and be honest and say that you had eaten the Jellyrow. No one would have got punished. No one would have got punished. Then, but now she's upset because no one is being honest. So she tells my brother Dwayne and my sister, it's like, I am going to punish the little one, which would be me. Says, go to your guys' room. Don't come out until I tell you to do so. And they go to their room down the hall, close their doors. And my mom looks at me and she says, now we're gonna get to the bottom of this Jellyrow situation. And she goes over into the kitchen, pulls out a drawer, reaches into the drawer, pulls out a butter knife. She comes back. She's like, so, shall we cut that Jellyrow out of your stomach? Should we do that? No, Mom, no, I don't think that's a good idea. We should not do that. I don't think the Jellyrow is any good anymore. And then she says, well then. And then she smiles. How about I tickle it out of you? And by tickle it out of me, I believe she means tickle me until I throw it up, which again, would not be a good Jellyrow. So I'm like, she's joking now. She's pretending. And so she starts tickling me and I fall to the ground. And I don't think she realized how ticklish I was, because I get really squirmy when I get tickled a lot. And she also failed to recognize that she still had a butter knife in her hand. And the next thing you know, I'm stabbed in the leg with a butter knife. And I yell out, Mom has stabbed me in the leg with a butter knife trying to cut a Jellyrow out of my belly. Help! And my brother and my sister, I hear their doors open. They peek out. I'm assuming. I can't see them. And they're like, Mom, it's not worth it. He's too young. He hasn't lived very long, and it's just a Jellyrow. They're scared to come out, but they're there. They're around the corner and down the hall. They're still in their rooms. I think they're peeking out of their rooms. And my mom, she gets up and she walks around the corner. She's got the knife in her hand. Says it's too late. I've already cut his stomach open and I found no Jellyrow, which means one of you two is not telling the truth, which means I still have two stomachs to search. And my brother and sister freak out, slam their doors, and ground themselves for 2 weeks. They actually barricaded themselves in their rooms for 2 weeks as I recovered from my butter knife wound, and I would feed them pieces of Jellyrow that Mom brought home under the door. Although a lot of times they were afraid to eat it, they thought it was a trick.